Hello, and welcome to the Pop Culture Green Room. This is your host, Kimberly Bryant.
And this is Blair Bryant.
Welcome back, Blair.
Welcome back. It's been a minute. Life has been life, and we've had some life changes, and that's part of the reason why it's been a minute. But you know what? Nevertheless, we persisted, so we're back.
Yep, we're back. So let's see. We're going to rewind it a little bit, and we're just going to open up and kind of explain, just give a little bit of an explanation of what's been going on. So really how it all started off was I was having some health issues. I was pretty sick, and I actually had a really very scary a cancer health scare, and actually a pancreatic cancer health scare, and it was absolutely terrifying. There's no other way to put it.
And I downplayed how I felt about it and like my fear, and I think I went to put a strong front for you, but also didn't want to think worst case scenario. But deep down, I was scared shitless.
It was so scary. It was surreal, and then it was. I think what really just upset me the most was the fact that I just turned my life around. Like I spent a whole entire year like working on myself and just like healing and turning everything around. Like I mean, I just like did this whole like fucking glow up, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm doubled over in pain, and like shit just wasn't like right. I just couldn't move, and I finally get myself to the ER, and doctor comes in and he just looks at me like he looked so scared, like he just looked spooked, and I'm like looking at him like, okay, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, he's like, there's a mass on your pancreas, and we can't do anything for you here. So either you're gonna go to this location, that location, whatever, you choose, but we can either get you there and rush you there now, or we can wait. But it just started off that way, and then the next thing we know, like my last trip to the hospital before we ended up finding out that it was just at the moment they believe it's undiagnosed pancreatitis. I've got so much stuff going on right now, but the good thing is I am cancer free, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
But right whenever that was going on, my dad had our dad told our mom that he had been having pain and hadn't been feeling that well.
Yeah.
And so he went to the doctor. They did blood work. They everything was fine.
Yeah, they couldn't really pick up on anything immediately. It took them a while.
Yep. And then
he still wasn't feeling well.
Mm-hmm. So then finally they opted for a CT scan. Is that what it was? A CT scan?
I believe so. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And about an hour after he left the doctor's office, his doctor called him, I believe.
I think it might have been like a day or two.
He said it was the same day. He said the same day he had it, it was like an hour, because he said he was leaving Home Depot and he was going into Home Depot and he got a call from his doctor. And his doctor said that he saw something he didn't like. And the next thing,
basically, in other words, universe, whenever we're in the midst of dealing with your possible pancreatic cancer, the universe said, hold my beer, and my dad gets diagnosed.
Yep, he ended up being diagnosed with
stage 4 cancer. And the short version, it's pretty hard to talk about still, but that exactly a month to the day that we found out that his results from the oncologist, he passed away exactly a month later, which was a little over 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And so it's like we've been dealing with that for the past everything just feels like whiplash. I mean, I feel like we're holding up better than we thought we would have been.
Oh, hell yeah. I think a lot better.
I think we've reached the depths of our devastation during that time. And we're just trying to rewind on time, but at the same time, too, it just happened so fast. It feels like whiplash.
Right. Yeah. It was
like we've still quite, gotten through the shock of it all. And it'll probably hit us more later on, but we're just kind of taking it one day at a time. And that's all we can do.
Yeah. All we can do, really. Just keep moving forward and just making Dad proud. But I'm like, we're determined. For sure, absolutely. But we're going to make him proud.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he was proud of us already, but so why not? What better way to do it than following our family's footsteps?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And on his side of the family, especially. So that,
yeah, quite a few
yeah.
of them have been or are in the entertainment industry,
Mhm.
and it's like, I mean, I've like, kind of unwittingly over the years. I mean, my path about how I was trying to work in the music
Right,
industry,
right.
so I've got like off and on like a lot of experience. I've been in a funny full circle way. I've decided to do this podcast, and I feel like now it's time to go through full throttle.
Join the ride. Join the ride. I've been fucking ready. I've been going. Let's ride. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right. Okay.
So without further ado, we're gonna jump into some of our topics and kind of like move now. Let's talk us to do that and talk about what's been going on.
Lighten the mood. All right. Let's go. JLO and Ben Affleck. I think we saw this brewing for a little while now.
Yeah, you know what we did, because it's like just in recent news, it's like the tension was palpable between them. It's like they weren't really spending much time together. Ben looked completely checked out and disinterested.
See, and that's the thing. He seems like he's just kind of set in his ways. I mean, he's just.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying he's acting like an old man at his age, but it's just that he's not like all like super Hollywood and everything. Like that's not his thing. It's just he loves it for the art, and that seems to be his thing. He wants to smoke his cigarettes, chill, drives his Tesla,
drink his Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to be that Instagram or TikTok husband or celebrity. It's like that's not his thing. And
right, exactly.
And it's just, it seems like they're like, she just still wants that fame and that glory. And I think there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's not working. So I don't know if it was just the whole heightened fantasy over the fact that this romance came back to life.
Yeah, I think
because of Craig Conover.
The Craig Conover reference is not like or if they don't really know what that's about or who that's about or why, what, where, or how we brought that up. Is that Craig Conover is one of the long time running stars of Southern Charm. That brought her reality show. It takes place in Charleston, South Carolina. And during the reunion, like he blurted out, like during the reunion had a couple seasons ago, he blurted out whatever Madison LaCroix, who's one of their cast members, was DMing back at, like I think it was like DMing and oh god,
it was A-Rod, wasn't it? That's yeah.
Yes. And that, because there was kind of rumors about it, but he blurted out that, and she was with he was with Jennifer Lopez at the time,
and it was on the reunion. Was it like the second episode of the reunion?
I don't remember. This is like a few years.
Yeah, ago. I remember that. Yeah,
I don't remember exactly. But that basically just kind of
dun, dun, dun.
The floodgates opened, and then
right.
Jennifer was embarrassed, upset, and brokenhearted, and just like wanted out. And what happens at time, like there's someone like her who, which is such a shame because she's such an amazing woman, very talented, beautiful woman. But she just keeps like, it's like she almost doesn't know where she's just without a man or a relationship. So what happens? She runs into arms of Ben Affleck, who has been single for a while now at that point. And they rekindle and get together. They eventually get engaged, get married. And I feel like that she was feeling herself, I think, a little bit too much. Well, I mean, in a way, it's like there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I think there's a cautionary tale in that. The fact that she really put that relationship on a pedestal. And I get it, because the fact that it was like the unification, the fact that they were together, like, it was like 20 years ago or so.
Yeah, like it was, I believe it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, about that time. Like, since they've been together last.
Right.
And it's kind of like that. They had, married other people, and their lives changed, and they, obviously, and then they ended up coming back together, just some kind of, like it was fate and written in the stars. But the problem with that is that, from what, at least from our perspective, from what we've seen, is that it seems like that she, like I said, she was all about the fame and
right,
the attention, and Ben's not really about that. And go ahead.
Okay, you know what? All of a sudden, I started to think back. Do you remember how years ago there was a video clip? This is back whenever JLo was married to Chris Judd, and it was right. Remember this is whenever she and Ben first did that movie together. I don't even remember the name of it. Geely, yes. And so there was a red carpet event or whatever.
Yeah, for that Restaurant Madre.
Yes, that's where it was. Opening. Yeah, and so Ben paid. Who was it that he paid? Was it someone random?
He had somebody with him to like run and give her like a.
I think of
a
Roses.
big bunch of roses or flowers
Yeah.
or whatever like that.
Mhm.
And it's much just kind of, I think like it's something that she was like kind of, where's it come from? It's like,
And it's especially
it's not piqued
Chris,
her
Chris
interest,
Judd.
yes.
Yeah.
Chris
Uh-huh.
was still married to him. And it seemed like
Mhm.
that he was like, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
glad
he
you brought
seemed
it up.
yeah, because he seemed a little irritated and was like looking. So I remember that he was like looking
Yeah.
around.
But it seemed like Ben had actually been pursuing her. Like,
Well,
was
that's
still married.
yeah, and that's how I brought that up because I was like, he was,
Mhm, yeah.
and look, you see what happened? He, well, and now he's running. It's
And it's, yeah, I think what it was is that it's like, I think, and I feel like that as, kind of, I guess as people change, over the
right.
years, that I think they realized they probably outgrew each other in that, especially
Most
probably
definitely.
him.
Mm-hmm.
But then also too, I remember hearing a while ago on, it was actually, I think, Devon's podcast, one of the Celebrity Memoir Book Club girls were on there.
Uh-huh.
And they're talking about someone that knew Ben, or someone who knew them or was in the know. And I actually take the word for it because they've been right about quite a few things that will come to light later on. Anywho, they said that that at the time, like whenever she and Ben got back together, he was still like rumored to have been in like a really bad way still, because he's had issues with like alcohol and substance abuse, whatever. And it's kind of like that, where it's like that he looks like he's found service, but for his part, people on his handles have pretty much like carried him around like a marionette. So I kind of think that maybe it's like he's still, I mean, I don't know where he is now. I mean, but it's like, if he's even in recovery, what's going on with him with that. But knowing that he was still in that kind of shape whenever they got back together, it starts, I think they got off on the wrong foot.
Okay, so this is my understanding from some of the noise around, I guess the noise around town, is that the big rift is the fact that it seems like she doesn't have much respect for his recovery.
I could see that happening.
And the fact that she went and started and got involved with this whole like wine line or alcohol line, and that's where I think everything just like really I think that was like the straw that broke the camel's back from because I was listening, I believe Kate Casey covered it I believe she did on one of her episodes, but Reality Life of Kate Casey, that's and but yeah,
it seems pretty plausible. It's like, I mean, I could see that definitely being the case because well, I mean, it's like that, but then also, I mean, I think it's a myriad of things, but I think that's definitely one of them also.
Definitely a catalyst.
Yeah, and especially given the fact that that, but then also too like that. I mean, think about how different we were, like 5 years ago,
right?
And think about how different people are, like 15, 20 years ago,
Right, yeah.
And so it's like sometimes it works. Some people come back when things come back around, circle back, but sometimes it doesn't. And I think that's kind of like what's changed. But at the same time, I think there's also a cautionary tale in this because, I mean, not that I'm like I'm faulting JLo, but it's like, I mean, she made this whole movie production thing, this is me now visual album.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it was all about this relationship with Ben and how it's happy ever after they had and how they reunited. And she was just so public about everything. A lot of things I heard, a lot of letters and things that she'll put out there as public that he wants to be private.
I did hear that. Yeah.
So it's like a lot of it just like that he felt like, I'd imagine he felt exposed, and it's like, and she's like, well, I'm a public person, you have to deal with it. And after a while, that's gonna, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Right. Yeah. But even if you notice, like some of the like paparazzi pictures, like I don't know if they're from Backgrid I had seen, but it's like when they were in public, Ben didn't hold back his facial expressions. Like he wasn't faking anything. Like he just wasn't.
Miserable.
Yeah, he did. He looked very miserable, and it's like
you're not even the biggest Ben Affleck fan either.
Yeah, it was. Oh wow, but. I don't know. I just definitely always felt like he and Jennifer Garner were a better match, but I think they're, as far as I know, they're great friends.
I think they're doing a great job co-parenting, from what I understand, and I know he definitely gave her hell when like at one point, but
well,
that's
why they of course they divorced.
But I think she's better off. That's a story for another day.
Well, you have to. The way I'm looking at it, but then this is why I like
that's what's a story.
We're twins, we're twins. Okay, we think different. We have different opinions. So of course, my viewpoint is I'm looking at his whole addiction, whole aspect, because to me all that plays a big role in it. Now that was It's that plus the cheating, I was looking at like all that as a whole, but I don't know. I'm not saying he's a saint or an angel or anything, but I just felt like compatibility wise, before all that, like when you take all that out, I felt like that they were a better fit than he and JLo. That's what I was saying.
Probably
A better
I
match.
guess it's like I don't really know enough about them as a couple per se, but
And like personality types and everything too. It's just I don't. But then again,
maybe.
I don't know. That's my opinion though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really. Again, it's hard for me to really kind of make a judgment call from that because again, I didn't really know a whole lot about their relationship there, but like but aside like side note, complete different side note, and like kind of veering off the road, but it's like, but I think it's so cute how Scarlett, their daughter, I think it's her name. No, not Scarlett, Violet. She looks just like Jennifer.
Just like her. Boy,
Yeah.
Jennifer spit out. I'm like I mean, that is her. That girl is her.
Yeah.
She's smart. She's very smart.
Yeah, so that's the big news that broke out the other day that they split. I mean, but Doja had actually been mentioning for a few months now that and she's been getting a lot of chatter from people and inside information that they are done, that they're just gonna kind of wait till like, summer's over with or summer or towards the end of summer.
I do remember hearing that. Yeah, that's
and that it sounds like it was
it was pretty spot
seemed like
on.
it was kind of like, I mean, almost kind of sort of amicable at the very end. At least that's kind of the impression I was getting.
Right.
And I think that, and it's like we're saying is that, well, it's not just saying that. I think that that JLo was the one who fought and was the one who kind of ultimately walked away.
Okay.
But at the same time, like from what I got notes from people.com, New York Post, and Demois about this. So essentially that like Ben wasn't even trying to work on it or save it either. So I think just kind of as it was done. I think that Jennifer realized that, what, it's time for me to walk away for once and just kind of like, be the bigger person here. And I think that's kind of what she's doing there. And
right.
And also too with her, like her and her friendship with Leah Remedy being on the mend, I think had a lot of respect then too.
Yeah.
That's kind of that was for the beginning of then with her and Ben, because apparently the rumor is that Leah didn't care for them being together.
Oh, got it.
There's a lot of times your friends can see things better from like,
that's true.
Outside looking in,
Yeah, right.
And so it's like, but I mean, I'd imagine that Leah had like a really good. I'd imagine that. I mean, I would definitely trust her opinion on that, because I mean, Leah, like, she was in Scientology.
Well, she's going. Yeah, she's going to bat against them. So
yeah, she went rogue and definitely calling them out.
Yeah, if she's going. Yeah, if she's batting against Scientology. Yeah,
she's gonna say it, she's not gonna be afraid of.
No.
Like, she's sure what she really feels about things.
Oh, hell no.
But yeah, so like, so they're friends again. I think, and a lot of like, so the chatter is that a lot of us that she didn't care for the relationship being together, and that kind of just, I think she this was gonna happen. So
yeah,
this is all gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it looks in the
because like their families got along really well, actually.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's what's sad about the whole thing to me, because the kids seem to really like each other.
So that's what happens, I guess, whenever families split, it's
right. Yeah, true. All right, so this one's fun. This one is so much fun. Doja Cat and Joseph Quinn.
So Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things and Doja Cat. So
I like the story.
Together in London, being cozy, walking hand in hand, a lot of little cute stuff together. But whose concert were they at? I heard someone's.
They were at a show. Actually, you know what? Here, I've got an idea.
They were at a show together. Yeah, and they're the Pack on PDA.
Watch, I'm going to share my screen. Hi, y'all are getting a close up of me.
So Pack on the PDA. But what's got everybody kind of in a frenzy over this is the fact that a couple years ago, Noah Schnapp from Stranger Things, who plays Will, he posted a DM like online that whenever Doja had DM'd him, like, being like, hey, like which just is something along the lines of like, just a very brief and quick kind of like, hey, hook me up with Joseph or something like that. I can't with Joseph.
God, what the fuck?
And I don't think she meant it. To me, it kind of seemed kind of playful. Like on the one hand, the whole thing was kind of really weird because like he was 17 years old. And on the other hand, it was also weird for
See, that was my thing. He was a child.
He was a kid, yeah. But
he was a kid, yeah.
It was kind of weird that she approached him of all people. But at the same time, it almost didn't seem like it was that serious. It kind of seemed like it wasn't really quite that serious. At the same time, too, it's like it also got even weirder because like after he did that, she aired him out.
Yeah.
And that caused like a big thing.
I'm trying to find it.
Think that the thing about it is that you would think that he would have been like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with her, no thanks. But 2 years later, she finally dumped that incel, broke with it, so that she was dating.
What's his name?
I don't know about Jay Cyrus, but apparently there's no from being on. But he also has like I don't really know a lot about him, but that like I've heard that he's not a person that is an incel and allegedly had abusive and manipulative women towards a lot of women. Actually. Yeah, so like that's been like part of it.
Gross.
But yeah, it's been before actually with some other like singer dude Johnny Utah, and it's like her taste in men are just calm.
That's why I actually like. Yeah, I know.
I've read this one. Joseph Quinn. He's he's a very solid dude from what I've understood.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too. Like, and I actually, you know how here for it I am? I'm so here for it that I actually wrote down their little timeline. All right, so here we go. This is what I'm sharing right now. Okay, let's see. This is from thetab.com. If you can see it, I think I'm sharing this right. Let's see here. Okay, it's a little. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm sharing. Okay. All right, so we're good. Okay, so this is so fun. So we've got a little timeline here of their rumored romance. And let's see here where it starts. Okay. All right, y'all. Don't judge me. I'm trying to. Okay, this is funny.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, Doja Cat says on Twitter before it was X. Fuck you, Elon Musk. Anyway, she said Doja Cat says on Twitter on May 30th, 2022. Joseph Quinn fine as shit.
Okay, and then a little while after that, so Doja contacts Noah Schnapp. Am I saying his name right? Noah Schnapp. Okay, who plays Will in Stranger Things, and they start chatting, and they start chatting. So Doja first she hits up Noah. She starts chatting with him, and she's like, "What did she say?" Okay,
do you read it?
Yeah, you can read it.
Yeah, so Doja says to Noah, she says, "Noah, can you tell Joseph to hit me up?" Wait, no, does he have a girlfriend? And Noah responds, LMAO signs his DMs. She responds, I don't know his IG or Twitter. He doesn't have a DM to slide in. So then he responds with it, and he links it to her.
Yeah.
It's right there, man. If for whatever reason it's he called her out for it and posted this online.
Do you know why? Was he doing it just to be funny, or was it for clout? I
really don't remember, but all I know is that at the time I felt bad for him, but he's kind of turned to be a little shit. So I don't really feel like bad for him anymore. But yeah.
Blair doesn't care for no.
So it's kind of like that. He I know it's like a bully, but I'm not. I really not. But however it was, it's like she wasn't having it.
Yeah, she was pissed.
Yeah, she was pretty pissed off about it, and she aired him out online.
So do you think she went overboard, or do you think she had the right to do what she did? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I think that, to be fair, first let's be
try to be
chill about it. To be fair, this is Noah is I don't know how old he is, but he's not
earlier either.
But. Yeah, but anyway, she aired him out. I can't remember which exactly, but it just was there. Everybody on the internet kept talking about it a lot. And 2 years later, he's got his arms wrapped around her.
Yeah, but we have to go back. So she and Noah did make up. I did see that.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that they made up.
I didn't
But
either.
and then okay, go back because
All right.
you went a little
Oh,
too
sorry.
far. You were sprinting when I was jogging, Blair. Okay. All right, here we go. So, of course, this little thing happens. They make up, they're fine. All right, cool deal. So then Joseph Quinn, he appears on the Morning Mashup podcast. And so when he was there, he starts gushing about Doja Cat. You want to read that?
Ooh, this right here.
Yeah, huh? That's from
Okay, just
tab.com.
talking about it. He says
Mhm.
she's very funny. She's hilarious. We've laughed about the whole thing. We went to see her show. She's incredibly talented. All right.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, boom.
Walking hand in hand in
Mhm.
London, affectionate at each other. And I remember when I saw this, I was like,
I love it. I love it.
Because like I mean, I have complicated feelings about Doja Cat because she's very controversial. at
Very
times.
polarizing.
very very polarizing. And she's like, it's almost one people where it's like that she grew up online, like chronically online.
Right.
And she's like one of the first like celebrities of that ilk who were like, and where it's like incredibly, obvious and stuff. And I mean, she even was trolling everybody when she first came with the song "Bitch I'm a Cow" a few years back, which made her really.
Oh, you did
popular.
tell me that because
Which is-
I didn't know
yeah.
who she was.
Which is really crazy to think about
whenever you
because
talk about
the fact that she's so popular on her own now that you literally forget about that unless someone brings it up.
Right.
Because it was so viral that it's like that's just like it shows the impact she's made, and that she's able to stand her own as an artist. Because I mean, she headlined Coachella this year, so she's obviously doing something right. But she's like also like a problematic figure.
We all have to have one, right?
Yeah.
We all have to have one problematic fave. I wonder who
She's
mine
one of
is.
mine.
Huh. I have to think
Like
about
her
that.
music a lot. Yeah.
Mine. Who is my problematic fave? I gotta think about that one. I'll think about it.
More than one.
Yeah.
But she's
I'll think about that and I'll get back to it. Yeah, but so there's that. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's some cool
that's
shit right
kind of
there.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty. I'm kind of. I guess we'll see what they go distance. We'll find out.
Oh, I know.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but I will. Yeah,
He's one of the better guys. He seems to be one of the better guys.
That's why I want her to hold on to him.
And he's a good-looking guy. Some other ones, and I'm
It's
like,
it's well for me in that situation. I'm like, Doja, I want what is best for you.
yeah.
I'm one of those women. I'm still a woman that supports other women, even though
But I'm excited. Oh,
I've been wronged by many women.
like my thing too is
Still
I'm excited,
advocate.
that I'm excited about what kind of album's gonna come out of this.
I didn't
She
even think
writes a
about
lot
that.
of
No,
songs
she
about
yeah,
research
yeah,
and
you're
stuff like
right.
that
She
and about
does.
dates, so
Oh, I
that
didn't
would
even think
be
about that.
interesting,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I really hope they're in it for the long
We shall
haul.
see.
Yeah.
I like it. I always had this kind of hooks for everybody.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah.
Not everybody. I'm not really a fan of like Timothy and Kylie. It's like I just think
Yeah, I'm still trying to adjust to that.
it's like even though it's like I mean he's her. I mean no, she's his type, but it's like I can't really adjust to her dating him.
Yeah,
Like,
and
they've
but
been together for a minute.
right,
now,
yeah, for a
so,
while.
yeah.
So I think he's in it for the long haul. I think
Yeah.
that is end game.
Isn't it for a haul?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, and did you see Nelly and Ashanti? They had their baby.
I did see that. Yeah, I don't really know anything much about
Yeah, me
that,
either.
but
I
the
just
baby was
randomly
born.
when we were talking about couple. Now that's a couple I love. Now talking about that
Well,
with
he just got arrested like for having ecstasy, and it's like I think for selling and distributing it, something like that. But they found him with it. Yeah, and it's like I'm kind of like, well, I was listening to Beyond the Blinds about this. They were talking about it, and it's like, look, Troy made a really good point. It's kind of like that's what teenagers are like, or people in their early 20s are using and doing. What is he doing?
Sure.
With that?
Yeah. What is
It's
he doing
obvious
with
must
that?
be
Yeah.
selling it, but it's like it's just kind of I don't know. The whole thing is weird. It's like, dude, you have a kid come on away. It's like, why are you doing this? You have enough money. Why are you like this?
Yeah, but then again, I mean, we don't know what she does or that's. I mean, it's Hollywood.
Well, Hollywood.
I don't call it that. I call it Hollywood because. But see, I lived in California though. I was in San Diego for a while.
Yeah.
I was there for a minute. That's my home, California.
Has it like been okay? If I get my words right, has anything lately that you've been watching or listening to or anything like that as of late? I mean, like besides this like blur that life's been like the past month, but
Actually, believe it or not, okay, this is so funny. So, okay, so because you got started talking about listening to, all right, so one of my girlfriends, shout out to Naisha, I'm gonna make her listen to this. Not make her, because I know she'll listen to it, but she made this post on Facebook. It was so funny, and it was just so random. And I'm trying to start off like it's just like something like really beautiful because I even showed it to you. And it was something like really beautiful, and it was pretty much like it was hysterical though, and it was however it was, it made me. I was very compelled to post the YouTube video of Sexy Red song with song she did about bow with Chief Keef, and I was like I had to post the link. It's that's my baby dad, and I'm like
Chief Keef, that's the name out. Chief Keef, that's the name out.
and heard a minute, I know, huh?
I think it's still making music.
But it was
But
so fitting. So yeah.
too, yeah.
But I don't know why, but I'm just like, oh man. And it's like I can't stop listening to Sexy Red. I never thought I think it just brings me back to my childhood, my youth. My youth in a way. Yeah, she is, yeah.
I mean, I respect her hustle and her brand, you know.
Get it sexy.
I think the funniest thing I love is the fact that in Serena was that her friendship with Zach Bryan.
Oh yeah.
He brought her on stage at a show once or something up there, like you know, face on ass looking, and that was just really funny.
Her booty shorts. Let's see here. She always talks about her booty shorts. No, but she. I don't know. She just cracks me up. But anyway, when you get a moment, like go and watch. Go watch the video.
I'll also find it. Yeah,
I love it because there's like a setting where it's kind of like more. That's
funny.
Oh my god, I love stupid shit. I don't care. I love stupid shit. Let's see. What about you? Tell me.
You know what? It's funny because again, like because I keep referencing Beyond the Bonds because it's one of my favorite podcasts. Again, check them out. Kelly and Troy are wonderful and they're fun. Anyway, Troy is bringing up how like Jade Thirlwall from Little Mix. She has a new single out now.
Oh, I haven't heard
them stuck in my head. It's called Angel of My Dreams.
Okay.
And it's really it's like to me, it's just the hook is really, really catchy.
Okay.
And it's like it's been just stuck in my head and I'm just playing it over and over and over and over again. It's a good little song. You know, I think that I think of all the Little Mix women who have like because like they're on hiatus right now. I feel like that she's probably gonna be one of this probably not the most successful solo career.
Okay.
Especially based off that song. Well, it's such a catchy song, and that it's kind of because I think the other women, it's like I mean the Lance put out some music and so has Perry, but well Jesse Nelson that was a hot mess with she left the group. But but it's like I think you know put some pretty good stuff like that I think, but this one seems to be really hitting. But also it's like the songs like it's a lot about like the industry and about you know like what they've been through and that. It's kind of a lot of things that just kind of smoke and mirrors, you know. But it's really good. It's a really catchy little song.
Yeah, and I'm not too familiar. I mean, I'm familiar with Little Mix, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't name a song, but you would talk about them all the time
because they did. Like, I mean, they did fairly well in the United States, but they weren't like superstars here. Yeah, it's like they had like superstars from like girl groups like that from that other countries since the Spice Girls, you know, in America.
Got it. Yeah, it's been a minute since that group what was it with Normani and Camila Cabello and what was that group?
Fifth Harmony, yeah.
Fifth Harmony. I don't know why I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was kind of like referencing like international.
Oh, international. Okay, my bad.
The boy bands do well. I mean, look at One Direction, like
true.
You know, there's do well stateside, but Little Mix, I mean, they didn't do too bad, but at the same time, they didn't become like a household name like you know, most other groups do and stuff. But
right.
But you know, it's funny you mentioned Fifth Harmony because again, like I'm just gonna go ahead and plug Beyond the Blinds again. You have to listen to them because they have their podcast
is really it's
really good. It is hilarious too and very insightful. and I like to call it educational too because it really is.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
And, but actually, I'm just put out an episode about Fifth Harmony, and it's pretty. Again, it's like they have a hilarious spin on it, but it bring out a lot of things in that. And I think there was something about them when I saw them in X Factor. I just couldn't quite put my finger on when they were on it. That's where they're formed. And it's like, and that's what it was. It's like they were awkward, and they like pretty much were awkward the entire career, you know. And then it's like, and then whenever Troy Kelly said, I'm like, that's it.
They're awkward.
About it. Like, yeah, like, and it seemed like that. It was kind of hard to really like explain, but other than the fact that it's like it just kind of felt mishmashed and just didn't really feel cohesive. So I'm very surprised they actually had a good career. I mean, a few good songs, they really did. But I was pretty surprised by that. But yeah, well, that was. But yeah, I would say I recommend checking them out because that was actually a really fascinating episode.
Right, got it. Yeah, but I'll have to peep that one. Let's see. I wonder any other music for me. Oh my gosh, just more for me. It's just been more like Kali Uchis just chilling, vibing right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I've been just the past few weeks. Just we're coasting. I think we're coasting right now, but we're
kind of on autopilot right now.
Yeah.
So busy, just one thing after another, and just trying to trying to figure out life now. Just like we know it's
different. It's so different.
Again, like Whiplash and and so I guess we'll just kind of just keep on putting one foot in front of the other, And, I'm glad how we're progressing, but at the same time too, it's like I'm dreading some of the future, but you can't keep thinking about that.
Yeah, no.
What's gonna happen?
I am like positive. I'm positive as all get out. So, but I've been crushing it for a minute, so I've got it. I'm not even worried. But okay, reality TV. Sorry, y'all. If y'all hear some. That's my poor dog. Lucy, are you okay? Oh, poor thing.
Let's see. I've actually surprisingly been enjoying Real Housewives of Orange County this season. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Tell me why.
Well, it's kind of funny because Alexis Bellino came back and now she's dating John Jansen, who's Shannon Medora's ex.
Who got rebranded to Johnny J.
Oh god, and it's kind of funny because it's like I don't think it's. Here's the thing: I don't mind Alexis that much. I actually like her better now than did when she was on the show initially. But
I will say that. I will say that much.
Quite landing the way I think she thought it was going to. Because in fact, Shannon is coming out of this like, despite everything that happened with her DUI and all and whatnot, and in a way I think I kind of feel like Tamara's kind of trying to throw her under the bus a little bit. Actually a lot of it, and
right.
I feel like that is just not really quite landing in that. Shannon's kind of coming out as just like, I wouldn't really quite say smell like a rose, but people rooting for her. And that, maybe not her cast numbers, but like people, viewers, and kind of like, seeing that the people are like, they're kind of doing it wrong, and doing
and I agree with you. And she's having a come up right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you see her? Of course, you saw the premiere episode.
Yeah.
She looked amazing.
She did look good, yeah.
She looked great. I was like, damn. She looked really, really good though. She looked good. But my thing is, I wanted to see Alexis more engaged with the women about like herself. And but everything seems, it's just so, it reminds me of single white female. She's got a dog, like she went and got a dog like Archie, then it's like she's all like it's so weird. It's almost like she's trying to like embody John Jansen's personality.
Yeah, she got a dog like that.
It's strange.
Shannon's man. She has a dog like Shannon's. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like
it's creepy. But I don't know. But it seems like that's what. Yeah, and that's the problem. Well, it seems like that's what she's playing this whole entire season.
Right.
It seems like it's no reflection on like who she is, because I mean she's got like all these great kids. We want to know more about her life, like in between the time whenever she and Jim Belito split up, and then because she even dated some guy for a while because she was on Below Deck one season.
Okay.
and she was engaged to someone else, and they split, and then she Johnny J later. So that's where she's at. So
Man.
and then I need to get caught up on Surreal Life because I saw the first 2 episodes, and oh my god.
I started
Chet
watching the
Hank-
first one,
not
but I got
Chet-
too distracted forgot to finish.
Really?
I mean, it was definitely
Uh-huh.
fascinating, but
Yeah.
we had so much going on the past month.
Oh, we
that
have, yeah.
I started.
Yeah,
I think we got like 15 minutes in, and
Mhm.
and I unintentionally forgot to finish watching it. But
Right,
it's on the
yeah.
back of my mind to do that for sure.
For sure. Oh yeah, but it was hysterical because Chet Hanks, he delivers. He showed up.
I love to believe that he's Tom Hanks' son.
I know. What cracks me up. I saw where he was coming. I saw where he was trying to get at, but it just didn't land well with his whole white boy summer. his hashtag white boy
gosh.
summer. He was trying to.
Hashtag white boy summer and hashtag black queen summer. Oh my!
And what I loved is
That's a movie of pop culture history that.
But and it was what was hysterical is how it's just when he's in the house just chilling with everyone, he's like, I'm just a Chet. I'm just a Chet. But my favorite was I actually did a post on this in one of our stories was whenever the whole remember that we talked about this. Or did we talk about this or did I do it on a solo episode? With the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef.
Oh,
when it happened.
I think it might have been I feel like we did talk about it.
I can't
Anyway,
remember. Yeah, and Tom Hanks. It was so funny because Chet. Well, Tom Hanks had he texted Chet because he wanted to find out. He was like, "Okay, break this down for me and explain what is going on between Drake and Kendrick Lamar." And it was so funny because Chet like breaks it all down. It was oh my god,
really funny.
it was so funny. But anyway, it's interesting now. I like I have to finish it. Like I said, I've only I've only watched the first 2 episodes though. But
yeah, I have to keep watching that and like trying to think. I know there's something else like I've been having a habit lately of starting TV shows and then it's like I just can't all of a sudden get like me and my ADD brain. I just all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I find something else, another sparkly object. So it's like I'm not finishing stuff, and then there's stuff that I've like finished that I've put off for like a couple of years. Like,
yeah,
I finally finished Beef a few months ago, and that was really good.
oh, I told you to finish it. Wasn't it great?
It was great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
And
I
they're
loved
about to,
Beef.
I think season 2 is confirmed a while back. And,
Okay, I wonder when they're gonna start
I think
filming
Charles
that.
Melton, I can't remember there too, but
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing that. What else did I start? Well, The Bear season 3 again. Life kept getting in the way, and it's like
Yeah, I have to.
some of it was just too emotional where I just couldn't watch it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now I feel like I'll be okay to watch it, but at the time
Right.
I just couldn't do it.
Get it.
But it was The Bear season 3. I'm gonna start watching, and then I'll watch Industry on HBO Max. I really like that.
And I started, okay, so the first season, I may have watched like the first like 14, 15 minutes. And then I just like, I checked out. It didn't,
It's one of those things. Yeah,
it didn't grind me.
It's like a personal preference thing. Like I like it.
Right. Okay.
Their season 3 just started with that one, so I've been tuning into that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of something. I know there's something else I've watched. I'm just trying to think. We've been like, ooh, I've enjoyed like People Magazine presents came out with another
Yeah, they
true
did.
crime series on Investigation Discovery. So we've been watching that. Another one. I think there's another one tonight. We gotta watch that when we're done.
Oh, we do. There's another one tonight,
Yeah,
huh?
let's watch
Okay.
the one with
We'll do that before
Yeah.
we split, before we leave and go our separate ways.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, because if y'all can see, we are temporarily so the silver lining with our dad passing away is that years ago, I guess like right, I don't know, I can't remember if we were in college or not. After college, I don't remember. They made like renovations to the house and they built this like really beautiful like room, and I guess it became his man cave, especially after we all like moved away.
Yeah.
And then and with him getting sick, we just were able to come together a lot more and help him out and everything. So now it looks like he left us a little space to record.
Yeah.
And so now we can come up, meet up, come check on mom and everything and all that good stuff. So
it feels like it's gonna work out nicely, I think. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah. But
All right, well,
all right. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because Lucy said it's time to fucking go.
yeah, but I had fun. I think it's actually the next first episode back. I'm glad. I definitely feel like great about getting into the group of things again.
Yeah, I'm glad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're good. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Everyone, please share these episodes. We're going to we'll upload onto Spotify, Apple, as well. Like, follow, subscribe. Like I said, share. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Obviously YouTube. Here we are. Okay, and what else? Where are we? Oh, TikTok. And TikTok there, yeah. So please follow us. And not only that, I have another announcement to make that I actually not I, we did. We are now staffed with Mixed Alt Magazine and with Nicole Bryce. We're gonna talk some more about that. So
that's really exciting.
Super excited. It's gonna be like this joint effort we're going to be doing, and it's between that magazine, it's an local indie arts magazine, like indie music, musicians, artists, acts, films, the arts, like everything. So it's super exciting. It's right up our alley. It's one of our friends. Oh, she was actually on our podcast. Yeah, yes. And we had so much fun. The Britney Spears deep dive. Yeah. And so we deep dive about that. We talked about her magazine. So so we've got that coming. So, but y'all, thank y'all so much for being patient with us. Like I am,
life kind of got away, but we're just chugging along.
And I'm here. I'm back. We're both back. So, all right. Peace out. Take care. Good night. Stay safe. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.